Most leaders don't ignore silence. They misread it. They see a quiet room and assume alignment. They see no pushback and assume clarity. But silence is not neutral. It carries risk, and that risk compounds over time. When a room is quiet, leaders often assume everyone agrees, everyone understands, everyone is aligned. But in most cases, silence doesn't mean agreement. It means uncertainty, risk, or hesitation. People are constantly assessing, is it safe to speak? Will this come back on me? Is this already decided? And if the perceived risk is high, they stay quiet, not because they don't care, but because the system has taught them to. When people don't speak, leaders lose visibility. They don't see risks early. They don't hear alternative perspectives. And they don't catch flawed assumptions. And without visibility, decision quality drops. Here's the pattern. When safety is high, people speak. When people speak, leaders gain visibility. And when visibility increases, decision quality improves. But when safety drops, everything downstream collapses. A calm room feels efficient. It feels controlled. It feels aligned. But often, it's masking something else: unspoken concerns, unchallenged ideas, hidden risks. And the more senior the room, the more dangerous this becomes. Most poor decisions don't come from bad intent. They come from incomplete information, because key inputs never surfaced, because people choose silence over risk. Incomplete information creates flawed decisions. Flawed decisions create avoidable cost, and silence is where that process begins. When silence persists, problems show up later at higher cost. Issues escalate instead of being addressed early. Execution slows, rework increases, trust erodes, and leaders are left reacting instead of leading. If your team is quiet, that's not a team issue. It's a leadership signal. It tells you something about safety, clarity, and your reactions under pressure. The wrong question is, why aren't they speaking? The better question is, what have I made risky to say? Because people don't randomly stay silent. They respond to conditions. If this is showing up in your organization, the issue is not communication, it's system design. This is where most leaders stop. They recognize the signal, but don't change the system. In the final video, we'll break down exactly how to redesign your leadership system so truth surfaces consistently, not occasionally. Subscribe for weekly insights on leadership systems and how organizations actually perform under pressure. Remember, calm rooms don't mean healthy systems. They often mean filtered truth.